name is Garrett Mckenzie. I'm 29 years old. I'm a professional snowboarder that loves to film anything. I got into snowboarding when I was 8. I started snowboarding when I was 8 years old. I started skiing when I was 2. My dad got me a snowboard. I snowboarded on day 1, made it up the tow rope. From that moment on, I never skied again. I actually got my first snowboard sponsor the following season. It was my first contest I ever did. I got best trick. Fun fact, my mom still wears the hat that I won as, won as a prize. Fun fact, my mom still wears the hat that I won as a prize at that contest. It was FL Project. They were a board shop based in Forest Lake. It was the coolest board shop of all time. Shout out Don, shout out Paul. And from there, I kind of realized, like, dang, I want to snowboard forever.
How did snowboarding start your career?
The first thing that snowboarding taught me was that I didn't want a job I didn't love. So if I could turn snowboarding into a job, I was going to do that for sure. And with snowboarding comes friends. With friends comes filming videos with your friends. I was immediately introduced to cameras in any capacity, whether we're filming on a trampoline, skateboarding, snowboarding, anything random, cameras were involved. And so it quickly became, I could have fun, film what I'm doing, and enjoy my time. And before I knew it, you could make a living using a camera.
What opportunities did you have towards the beginning that boosted your career?
I think the first big thing that happened was I got on Rome Snowboards. Shout out Pete Harvey, the leader of Interior Plane Project. Lord of the Ropes. Shout out Lord of the Ropes. From there, I started getting to board with people who were actually in the industry, snowboarders who were a bit more established. I was young at this point. I think I was 12 maybe. And so I got to start snowboarding with people that I was watching in videos. And that kind of gave me the idea that I could pursue this and it could possibly work. Ended up meeting Pat Milbury and all the Sonar guys, Louis Aragoni, Cole Solner actually ended up being on Sonar as well. We toured the country for 2 seasons. We'd hop in a van. It was not a good van, not a nice van. As a matter of fact, it broke down multiple times. One time we ended up on the side of the road and the thing was in flames. But all that aside, we got to travel for snowboarding. I was in online school, so I got to take time off and go board everywhere. My teachers at online school were incredibly cool. There's definitely projects I didn't have to do. They'd kind of give me a pass. From there, I started understanding that it was certainly possible to make a living out of doing this. On that first tour, Drew Hastings, he now films for Tony Hawk. He films Tony Hawk, Elliott Sloan, Axel Hodges. He was kind of the first person that I saw really filming snowboarding on a high level personally. Like, I got to be alongside of him. Nice cameras, good production. And I think that's when snowboarding really kind of took over my life and became what it is today.
Love takes a turn, born on the tide. One of us standing in the cold.
Okay, and quiet on scene. 5, 4, 3. So I had spent those couple years on the road, ended up graduating high school, and there was the thought of, do I go to college? Do I continue trying to be a snowboarder? And I decided, yeah, I'm gonna keep snowboarding. So from about 2015 to 2019, I was snowboarding every single day with any friend that was available to come snowboarding. and we were just making videos. At this point in time, iPhones were so good that you could just be filming on a phone, so there's no need for a camera. I was just filming my snowboarding in any capacity. All of those years filming with my friends, having fun, making all of these videos, created the opportunity to work with companies such as Red Bull.
What did you do when you worked for Red Bull?
The transition period was kind of crazy. I went from having fun, just filming what I'm doing with the people I enjoy doing the stuff I do with, to being on sites with Axel Hodges, Tyler Bierman, professional moto riders. I filmed a Tekken gaming event in St. Paul. They flew in the best Tekken players in the world. I filmed them play video games. You may not know what Tekken is. You probably don't know. But it's an old school kind of Mortal Kombat style video game. Like it's player versus player. You brawl.
Fortnite.
Sure. I filmed a portage race down in Minneapolis. So people had to run a marathon with a canoe on their back, and then they would put it into the river and canoe part of the way, and then they'd take the canoe out of the river. So it really went from just doing what I was doing for fun. It became doing what I'm doing as far as filming people, but on a higher level, very randomly. I just got a simple message from Red Bull one day saying, hey, we have a video that I think you could be the one to make the best. And from there, I realized that I could film stuff that wasn't snowboarding, which was kind of crazy to me. And now we're at where we are, sitting in front of an FX6 right now.
What do you do now?
Nowadays, it looks a little different. After working with Red Bull, I kind of started my own film business. I filmed some client work, lots of. I spent a good amount of time filming weddings. Realized it wasn't really my style. It was fun, don't get me wrong, very fun, but I thought there was a little more that I could be doing rather than just filming other people. So I took my knowledge, my newfound knowledge of cameras and understanding editing and storytelling, and I started a YouTube channel, which is kind of a hybrid of getting to use cinematography to my advantage, but also using my expertise on a snowboard, putting them together to create what I thought was a line of videos in an untapped area of media. And so now I pretty much spend my winters filming YouTube videos. I use POV DJI. Sometimes I'll use my cinema cameras, but I kind of took what I liked about filming for other people, turned it into something I could do for myself. And I'm pretty sure that's why you're talking to me right now, because we made it work. And I'm still having tons of fun. I cannot complain.
What would you say to people wanting to pursue filmmaking?
Have fun. You could have asked me, what do you say to someone pursuing being a lawyer? What do you say to someone pursuing being a carpenter? I think the moment you aren't having fun, you're not doing the right thing. I think it's important to enjoy whatever you're doing. If you're going to be doing something for 8 hours a day, and granted with filmmaking there are days that are going to be 16 hours long, you're going to come home, you have who knows how long of editing. If you're not enjoying yourself, the amount of time you will be spending doing it is way too much time to be spending doing something you don't enjoy. So like, the moment I'm not having fun, I won't continue. So, if you guys aren't enjoying what you're doing, if you don't think what you want to do is something you want to do, don't do it. There's like a million things. I think there's more than a million things you can do in this world.
1,067,000.
There's probably like at least 67 million things you could do in this world. If it's filmmaking and you enjoy yourself, do it. Do it till the wheels fall off. Spend way too much time doing it. Enjoy yourself. Don't do anything you don't want to do. You don't have to.